Good evening and welcome to episode 5 of the 3 physical media collection. So, two pickups, 50 pence each. So, I went into a charity shop I'd never been in before, and all their media items were 50 pence. They had quite a lot of stuff. I had to sift through it to try and find these two items, but yeah, I'm really happy with what I picked up for £1. So the first item is a Blu-ray, Cabin in the Woods. Absolutely fantastic film. It's got some right twists to it. Very good. Really enjoyed it. So yeah, happy to have that in the collection. And the second item is a DVD called They Live. Uh, Fantastic film. If you've not seen it, John Carpenter directs it. Really enjoyed it. I've only watched it once before, but I definitely want to give it a watch again. And if it's as good as the first time I enjoyed it watching it, I will keep it. If not, it's quite a high value DVD. Sells for about £5 to £6 on eBay, so I'll get that put on there if I don't enjoy it. But I think I'm happy to keep both of these as a little treat. So I'm just packing up now, ready to head home for the weekend. So I'll see what I can find local to my area, and I'll catch you in the next bit. So I'm back at home, so I've got the dining room table to talk about this next little pickup. So 10 DVDs for £1. Really happy with these pickups. So True Romance 2-disc special edition. The cases needs replacing, however I've got some spare cases, but inside it is really clean. So like I said, it is 10 for £1, so I like to just pick them up just in case. Signs, I've already got that, so I can't do anything with that. It's not worth anything, so that'll get moved on. Cujo, so I've already got this. This is a high value DVD, so that's the reason why I bought this lot for £1. So I'll stick that on eBay for £5. But before I do that, I'm going to use the case from this. I was going to stick it on eBay, but all the seals are broken there. So yep, I'll use the case from that and stick that on there. So Chariots of Fire, Corpse's Bride, MacArthur. Can't do anything with those, so I'll just put to one side. The Birds, brand new sealed on DVD. That is going on eBay with the brand new sealed DVDs. So if I see a DVD that's sealed in the 10 for £1, 5 for £1, I'll pick it up. And I've just put them all on eBay now, all for £1. Not all for £1, but £1 each. And if they sell for £1, that's £1 back. So if they don't, I can just sit there, and if I need a case for whatever reason, I can just end the listing and then do that. But yeah, I've sold quite a few actually this last couple of weeks for £1. Just all these little pounds, they keep adding up, and it's great. And I also sold the Guest House Paradise or Paradise, so I got £7 for that. So yeah, doing all right with DVDs on eBay. So yeah, that's that one. And then I've got Schindler's List, which is really nice, boxed DVD, all cardboard. And then I've got E.T. again, really nice condition, all boxed cardboard. So I'm going to keep those. So from this, I've £1 spent. I've got 3 DVDs that I'm going to keep. I've got 1 to sell on eBay, brand new sealed. I've got 1 high value to sell on eBay once I swap the case out, and then there's 4 there that I don't know what I'm going to do with yet, but we'll think of something and do something with those. So that's those 10, and then I've got these here. So that was an upgrade from my Nicolas Cage collection. I managed to get that on a steelbook 4K, so I don't need the DVD copy anymore. So that's a nice £3 back into the collection. I'll get £3-4 for that easy. So that's another one for eBay. And then I've got E.T. So I pulled that out of the collection because I don't need the this one anymore because I've got the cardboard 2-disc edition, so that's another one. True Romance, I've just pulled that out. And then this one, I picked this up a couple of episodes ago. I didn't think I had it, but I've got it. This one's brand new, sealed. I'll stick that on eBay as well. So yeah, pound spent, probably get a tenner back on eBay. And I've added 3 things to the collection. Great. I shall catch you in the next segment. We are back in the games room. I just thought I'd give you a little bit of an update while I've got time. So that's all the boxes from the PlayStation bundle that we picked up. The PlayStation Portal, not even touched that yet. The box behind the Pro is the PlayStation 5 with the broken HDMI cable, so I'm going to get that fixed and then we're away with that. We'll get that sorted. So the snapper case collection is coming along very, very nicely. So really happy with that. Then we've got a few bits and bobs. There's a GoPro in there. I really need to start getting that out and taking some videos on that rather than using my phone. I've got the DualSense Edge controller. Not even used that yet, so that's still in the box. Don't know what quite to do with that. Don't really need it because I'll explain when we get around to the console area. So I've got Christmas DVDs there. I've got some Funko Pops we need to move along. And then in this cupboard here, this is where all the DVDs and Blu-rays are that we've been picking up in my collection. So moving along, Wii Fit. That's going to be the next thing that's going. I'm sick of seeing it. We never use it. Never going to use it. So we'll get rid of that at some point. Beanbag, great little beanbag. Then obviously in this corner. So as you can see, we've got quite rid of quite a lot of stuff in there. So it's looking a lot better. I want to keep trying to get rid of a few bits and bobs from there, slim it right down, try and get all the Nintendo stuff on there. But we're doing little bits at a time, so really happy with that. I've not had a chance to sort out the DS stuff yet, so yeah. Moving along, one of my favourite films ever, Gremlins. So I've got 3 Gremlins Funko Pops there. We've got projector screen that we've not quite set up yet. And then that goes into the Mega Drive games down there. So we've recently added the EA Sports Doubleheader, and then this goes into the PlayStation 3 games. Okay, down there, doubling them up. And then we're going to the Nicolas Cage film collection. So I've recently sorted this out just to make a little bit more room. So left hand side is all the Blu-rays. Okay. Couldn't quite fit anymore in there, so put the Nicolas Cage Mandy Funko in there, and then that goes all the way down to this point here, so I've got room to grow. And then on the right hand side is all the DVDs. So what I'll do is when I manage to do it, I'll upgrade on the DVD to Blu-ray, move it to the left hand side, and then we'll keep doing that until we've got all Blu-ray 4K steel books on the Nicolas Cage collection, but we'll get there when we get there. Then I've got my Roy Chubby Brown collection down there. Okay, so now we're in the sort out stuff. It doesn't seem to be going down at this moment in time. I keep finding bits and bobs adding to it and stuff like that, so we need to start cracking on with this. Plan is just to try our best, slow and steady, sort it out properly, don't rush. But yeah, so once we've sorted all that out, we'll have a much more manageable room, bit more space and that kind of thing. A lot of the stuff we'll have to keep in the plastic tubs, like all the power cables, controllers and stuff like that, but that's fine. I don't mind that, but we'll get there at some point. So yeah, we're heading in the right direction anyway. So I've got Wii guitar there, got the PlayStation 4 controllers there. So I recently repaired the joystick bits on those, so it's really good. We've got a little bit of Star Wars stuff, top left hand corner. And then we go into the Xbox 360. So this is kind of my son's little project. He's added those games in there. We've got the controller that we bought from the console that we bought from the car boot. We had to buy a power cable, and I recently bought the hard drive for it, so we'll get that set up shortly. Then into the PlayStation 5 games. Okay, into PlayStation 4. As you can see, the shelves filling up pretty quick. And then into PlayStation 2. So we'll start weeding these out soon and try and get it all on one shelf. I wanted to get another white shelf as well, so it kind of matches with the flow. Then we go into the gaming area at this moment in time. So we've got steering wheel all set up. The joystick's a recent addition. I like this chair. It's a lot more comfortable than a gaming chair. And then goes on to the console. So at this moment in time, we've got NES, SNES, 64, PlayStation 3, Indigo, GameCube, which we're going to get rid of, and then the Xbox 360 that I was talked about shortly. There, so that's what we've got out and about at this moment in time. I'd love to have them all out, but like I say, need to sort out and make a bit more room. And we've got a bit of Lego on top there, Pac-Man. I've got the lava lamp, just giving it a little go, get it moving around. I've only just got a bog standard 32 inch Sony TV, which works perfectly in here because it plays all the old gaming stuff, because it's got a SCART and the 3 pins, you know, the white, yellow and red connectors on there, so it's not just HDMI. Then we've got Switch, a fat PlayStation 3, and then we've got the PlayStation 5 Pro, which is great. So we've got the 3 controllers there. So this one came with it. That's I was saving that for myself, but that's pretty much my son's using that now. But yeah, these are off the old PlayStation. So as long as we've got 2, then I'll probably box that with the old PlayStation just to make it complete. And then we've got some artwork there which needs to go up at some point. And then there's like a Super Mario poster down there as well. We'll get all those up at some point in time. But yeah, that is pretty much where we're at. And as you can see, if we can sort that mess out there and these bits out here, it will be so much better. But yeah, we're getting in the right direction. So yeah, okay, I'll catch you in the next segment. So we've got a £1 pickup from the charity shop, so 4 DVDs for £1. Trying to not buy as many DVDs, however, if I see some nice ones or snapper cases, then I'm going to buy them for the collection. So first snapper case, Outlaw, Clint Eastwood film. Very, very good condition. These are all in very good condition. Next one, Badlands, never seen that before. Nice snapper case. And then Daniel Day-Lewis, we picked up Gangs of New York the other day. This is Daniel Day-Lewis again in The Last of the Mohicans. Really, really, really nice condition. And the final thing, never heard of this film before. So Daryl Hannah film, The Clan of the Cave Bear, sells for about £4, so I'll stick that on eBay, try and get £4 back for that. So the Clint Eastwood film, we've already got that in the snapper case collection. However, that one is, the one on the right is a Clint Eastwood collection film, but I prefer the one on the left. So the one on the right is going to get sold on eBay for £1 or whatever. So yeah, that's it. So I just wanted to end this episode with a bit of a review of 2025, because I just realised that I've not done one this year. So I'm not the most professional person, but I do keep like a Word document. Probably not the best thing to use, maybe Excel probably would be better to record and note everything down that we keep in the collection over the year. So this was for 2025. So from 2024 we carried over £11.90, and we had £6.30 worth of CX voucher, which gave us a cash balance of £11.90. So when I printed this off, it was in colour coded, so it's probably not the best viewing for you, but I just thought I needed to talk about it. So from 2025, Media Bundle 1, so episode 1, we spent £26.50, but we still had stuff on eBay, so we took in £39.50, which then gave us a balance of £24.90 cash in hand. And then basically I just list all the stuff that we buy, so and keep, so as you can see there. And then when we get into episode 2, we spent £20, took £11.50 in sales, and you can see there we got £1.60 in a voucher from CX for some stuff that we traded in, which then gave us a new balance of £16.40. So that is pretty much how it goes, and we were pretty much in profit in the black for most of 2025. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to talk about everything, but I'll just zoom down the first page. So that's all the things we picked up all the way up to episode 6. And then carried on into episode 6. And then episode 7 and 8. And as you can see, when we get to episode 9, we slightly nip into the red. And then we carry on, and then we sell some more stuff, which gets us £23.90, so we're back in the black again. And as you can see, we've picked up quite a lot of stuff. And then we get up to episode 14 on this one. Picked up a couple of VHSs along the way. We're still in the black. Okay, I think episode 16 we were around the £38.50 in the black still. And then as you can see, it's mostly DVDs and PS3 games, but we do pick up random Blu-rays and stuff. Okay, and we're still in the black. Then we get to episode 22 of 2025, and then we nip into the red again. Then we slowly start clawing it back. Okay, I think that big purchase there was the Indigo GameCube. And then by episode 24, we are back in the black again. And then episode 25, we are well in the black there, £39.50 in the black. Okay. And then we had a big blowout on episode 28. I think that's when we went to the car boot and picked up quite a lot of retro stuff. That was the last car boot of the season. And we picked up the Xbox 360 console, some N64 stuff, controller, NES games. And then episode 29 is where I said I'm going to put as £1,000 in the red, which I pretty much did, because we picked up all that big PlayStation bundle. I talked about that in episode 30, which left us £954 in the red. Okay, so that's pretty much the £1,000 spent. And then as we go into the last couple of episodes, we start to claw some money back. Okay, so all the way down to the last pickup of 2025 being Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels. So for the year we spent £1,348. We took £565.50 in sales, and we ended the year with a voucher of £113.80. So basically we took into 2026, the start of the free the free physical media collection, we took the £113.80 voucher to start us off with, and we also carried over the debt of £782.50. So that is pretty much what we did in 2025, and we all know that the aim for 2026 is keep on adding stuff to the collection. If I can get best part 6-7 pages again, that'd be great, and obviously get us free, and we are heading in the right direction. In the next episode I'll give you an update on the figures to see if we're still heading that way. Catch you in the next episode. Have a good evening.